I'm really red in the face, I feel, from that corner. Thanks very much. Yeah, I'm Maisie. I'm from Oxford, and I'm sure most of you can relate to the horrible thing that we have to go through every term and half term, where we spend the whole term getting settled in at uni, and then it comes to Christmas, Easter, or summer, and we have to go back home. And I always find it so disorientating. I'm better at it now. It's cool. So this is my lament, that really. And it's called Home. When I get down, all I have to do is remind myself that I'm in Bath. Just hearing the name makes my heart feel cozy by a campfire. It's a bowl-shaped city embellished with tea-stained houses, a place where squirrels are friendly and come pick pistachios from my hands. I get to walk my friend's dog there 3 times a week and run with her down muddy slopes and across fields like I too could be winning a treat. Trees hang over every footpath and the leaves are teased by the breeze. If I close my eyes, it sounds like everything is being sprinkled with sand. Even on a rainy day, I can sit inside a cafe, my hands cuddling a cup of cappuccino and speakers warming me with the blues. This is one of my homes. I have 2. When the term ends, a train time travels me back to life before uni. I'm back in the pink painted box that was my room for 18 years. Around me are mirrors no longer familiar with my reflection. I never thought I could lose my connection to this bedroom. I bent down to my bag and tried to unpack some maturity, to see if the person I became while away can find any space here. I placed my shoes next to the 6s, 9s and 10s at the bottom of the stairs, slot my toothbrush into the family pot, lay on the bed I got when I was 16. With this old door pulled shut, I listened to feet beat down the carpets and realized I don't recognize their rhythms anymore. It seems my jigsaw puzzle piece has changed its shape to not fit in this scene anymore. I'm woken every day by builders bashing nails into bricks and doors banging on every floor. My brother's jokes now dig in like claws, and my mother tells me to do things I can do on my own accord. Forced to get out of the house, I walk to the shops at the bottom of the road, only to find that the owners have changed. Decide then to take a breath, to fill up with air the 2 rugby balls in my chest and tell myself that I can fit in here, that I will. I force myself to walk to the outer edges of the village, climb over the fence and back into myself. Here are where the woods are, where grass is pressed by the hooves of deer and I'm tickled by bugs landing on my skin. I hear the sliding sound of water as I tread towards the river. The shiver of tiny wings shoot past me like arrows, and the breeze combs the leaves of every tree if I close my eyes. It sounds like everything is being sprinkled with sand. Slowly, water starts to drip from the clouds. So before it all comes falling down, I walk to a cafe. I buy myself a well-needed cup of cappuccino, and I listen to the blues. Thank you. So I'm lucky enough to have 2 brothers. Oh, absolutely. That's not sarcastic, sorry. Yeah, no, I kind of like them though, right? But, one of them, they're both older, and one of them was nagging at me for months to write a poem about him. So I wrote a poem about the other one instead. This is my brother Eddie. He's awesome. He's having a lot of problems with work, and he manages a house, and everyone's just screwing him over, and I'm not happy about it. And he's finally decided to move out of this house, so I'm really pleased. And him and I haven't always been friends, but we are now, and I couldn't be more thankful about that. So this is called Edgar the Great. That's what he's saved as my phone. So yeah, Edgar the Great. We've had quite a ride, haven't we, Eddie? We've had quite a ride, haven't we, Eddie? I remember when you used to punch me. I'd be watching TV when you'd walk in and thump me. I'm the youngest, which means I'm the one who always loses, so with every year your muscles grew and so did my bruises. It wasn't just sibling fun. It went on so much that our parents said I was making stuff up. I was just a crybaby and even more helpless than I could have foreseen. I could see that you would always be this evil thing that would beat me. Beat me with your fists in the 2 years you had over me, and people said things like, he'll change. It will get better. It won't be like this between you forever, and I could never believe them. But I guess I was wrong. Now when I tell people that my big brother is strong, I tend to be boasting. Eddie, you're amazing. You say that you're the black sheep of this family when really you're the epitome of the Siret breed. So what if you smoke weed? So does Dad. You've got the same love that our grandparents have. Who gives a crap about uni, Eddie? You were the youngest, most qualified mechanic in the country. The best bouncer at all my house parties and the coolest tunes you showed me. Eddie, you can ride your bike with no handlebars. I remember one year you surprised me by coming clubbing with my mates. You handed out flutes and bought 2 bottles of champagne. You hushed everyone up so you could make a toast to me. Said you don't say it frequently enough, but you love me. Hearing that from you, it made me feel dizzy. It was the best day of my entire year, Eddie. It's things like this that I think of when I'm thinking of you. I hope you can see yourself in the same kind of light too, because it's not your fault the way people are treating you. Not your fault that guy was so angry inside, he gave you a black eye. All you did was ask him to be polite, and it was fucking Christmas Eve. You were sitting eating turkey, nursing a headache that wouldn't leave. It's not your fault when people don't pay you back your money. Not your fault when you get hated on by your colleagues. They're not deserving of your friendship. These pricks who carry tasers along with their wallets are not worth it. Now you've made the amazing step to step back from these people and make a new start. You go someplace where you can find enough people with big enough hearts. We're over what it was like between us, Eddie. We were just kids. The hate between us has healed, and so have the bruises. The point is, you're a better man now than I ever imagined you could be. I boast about you at every opportunity. You're adored by every member of this family. You're my big brother, Eddie, and I love you. Thank you for learning to love yourself too. Thank you. To mirror Ellie a little bit, I've got a poem I wrote yesterday. Yeah. It's yesterday I had writer's block. Who can relate? And I just decided to walk in like no direction, and I ended up at a charity shop, and there was a really nice wine glass. So I bought this wine glass, and then I went to Co-op, and I was like, oh, that's a nice bottle of wine. I bought this bottle of wine, and there's this really nice wooded area behind my house, and it's insanely steep. It's like this. And there are stairs going up, obviously. But I decided not to use the stairs. Who uses stairs? So I just kind of wandered off by myself and was literally crawling up this thing, grabbing onto roots so I didn't slip down. But it was really fun. I found a tree and just sat by it and poured myself a glass of wine. And it was so nice just to have a bit of silence. I just really enjoyed it. And with assessment deadlines coming up and all that, and I haven't really had that for a long time. So this is called Quiet. Work, Facebook, study, phone calls, news, emails, TV, busy, busy, busy. We're live all the time, expected to be connected in every moment of our lives. We're holding our phones higher than our hearts, and we start to know the internet better than the backs of our hands. In the cool water of our eyes, our reflections of news feeds. We walk the streets, hushing our minds with strangers' tweets. It's television series that now lead us to sleep, the dull glow of screens watching us like parents. We wake in the morning to new notifications. God forbid that we might have some silence. God forbid that we might spend a moment that's not scheduled into our calendars, moving and doing and everything all at once, and not once taking some time off to just breathe. Told off for having lions, that we should be filling in that time with something more productive. We get bashed in for relaxing, for having too much time to sit back in. Society is trekking down this. Society is trekking through the woods on this noisy path, afraid of stepping off into the unbeaten parts where the quiet starts. In the woods of our minds, we're terrified of what might be creeping behind each tree, what memories might be sliding off of the leaves, what feelings did we bury in the soil beneath our feet. Our thoughts aren't as scary as we think. There is peace in every crevice of silence, every pocket of quiet, so just stop. Even if just for a little moment off, let's turn off our gadgets and tuck away our calendars and desire instead to be free, not busy. Maybe then we'll see what makes us truly happy. Thank you, everyone.